to our math class. In today's class we are going to start a new chapter, that is chapter 15, perimeter, area and volume. Children, in the previous classes we have learned about the 2D shapes and 3D shapes. This means the 2-dimensional shapes and the 3-dimensional shapes. As we know, for every 2-dimensional shape we have only 2 dimensions, either length or breadth, whereas for all the 3-dimensional shapes we have the length, breadth, height or depth or thickness, isn't it? So after understanding the variations between a 2D and 3D shapes, now let us understand what is a perimeter and area and how to find them. So in today's class, first let us focus on perimeter and area. See children, we can find the perimeter and area for every 2-dimensional shapes. That is, for every flat shape we can find the perimeter and area. Then what do you mean by perimeter and what do you mean by area? If you will focus on this particular given figure, you find there is a field and some boundary is made or fencing is made along the boundary of the field. So whatever the portion is enclosed within this boundary of the field will be called as the area of the field, whereas the total length of this boundary or this fencing will be called as the perimeter. Then what is the definition of perimeter? The total length of the boundary of a closed figure is called its perimeter, whereas area is the region or the space. The region or the space occupied by a flat shape or the surface of an object is called its area. Okay, so here let me draw one more figure and show you. Like suppose this is a rectangle. This is a shape. This shape is occupying some region. This is the boundary of the shape. This is the boundary of the shape, and within this boundary of the shape some portion of this surface is being occupied. Okay, so this particular region which is enclosed within this boundary of the shape will be called as the area of this particular rectangle. Whereas if you are trying to know what is the perimeter, so this is the boundary line of this particular rectangle. So if you are starting from a fixed point and trying to measure in the total length of the boundary, that this boundary length will be called as the perimeter. So if you are taking any irregular shape also, but it should be a closed figure. So this particular irregular shape is enclosing some space of this particular flat surface. That is, here the flat surface is a board. On this board I have drawn this irregular shape, where this irregular shape is occupying or enclosing some space of this particular board. So whatever the space is being occupied will be called as the area, whereas if you will try to measure the length of the boundary of this particular figure, then it will be called as the perimeter. Understood? Now one more important point, how the area and perimeter are measured. Area and perimeter are measured in terms of square units and units. Like the measuring unit of area is square units. That is, whatever the units of the length or breadth will be there for any given figure, then in after finding the area, the final units of that area will always be in terms of centimeter square, meter square, kilometer square, or whatever the unit of the measurement will be, its square units. Next, the perimeter is measured in terms of units. Means when you are measuring the lengths, when you are adding up all the lengths, finding the total length, you will get only one unit. If the length of the boundary is in centimeter, then your unit of perimeter will be centimeter. If the length of the boundary is in meter, then your units of perimeter will be meter. So we can say that perimeter is measured in terms of units. Okay, so now after this let us understand what is the formula for finding the perimeter and area of certain figures, such as we will here focus on rectilinear shapes. What do you mean by rectilinear shape? Rectilinear shapes means any shape that is made of line segments. Okay, any closed figure made of line segments will be called as rectilinear shape. So let us see how to find the area of some known rectilinear shapes such as rectangle and square. So now let us understand what is a rectilinear figure. Rectilinear figure is a closed figure made up of line segments are called as rectilinear shape. Even if you want to go more deep into the definition of rectilinear shapes, strictly it will be the shapes that is made up of line segments and even they form right angles. The line segments form right angles with each other, then such type of figure will be called as rectilinear figure. So here you can even consider a rectilinear figure as a figure that is a closed figure made up of line segments. Now what we will do with this type of figures? Now we are going to understand how to find the perimeter of rectilinear shapes. Perimeter of rectilinear shapes. Rectilinear shapes. Now just have a look. Perimeter of rectilinear shape. Here we have suppose I am drawing a figure. It is a rectilinear shape where I am trying to name each and every vertex of it, vertices. Okay, here are the vertices of the rectilinear figure, and suppose I have given you the measurement. Suppose before going to this I would like to ask you a question. Now I want to find the perimeter of this rectilinear shape. So what is the requirement for finding the perimeter of a rectilinear shape? First of all, let us go back to the definition of perimeter. Definition of perimeter is what? It is the total length of the boundary. Now here we can see the boundary of the rectilinear shape of the figure given to you. Now how can we find its perimeter? How can we find the length of the boundary? We can find the total length of the boundary only when the measurement of each and every line segments are known to you. So let us assume here this length is 4 centimeter, this is 1 centimeter, this is 2 centimeter, 1 centimeter, here 1 centimeter, here 3 centimeter, here 6 centimeter, 3 centimeter, here also 3 centimeter, here 2 centimeter. Okay, 2 or 3, this one is more, 3 centimeter. Now here almost the measurement of all the line segments are given to you. Now how will you find the perimeter of this particular given rectilinear shape? What you will do? Perimeter is equal to what? Perimeter is equal to total length of the boundary. Now here total length of the boundary can be found by adding the length of the line segments over here. Okay, this whole figure is made up of line segments and we do have the measurement or length of each and every line segment of this. This means we can even say that sum of all sides, isn't it? The lengths or these lengths or these line segments can also be called as the sides of the given rectilinear shape or figure. So we can simply write in common the perimeter is sum of all sides. Then what will be the sum of all sides? It will be the sum of the line segments. All the line segments of this particular given figure. So AB plus BC, it is sum of AB plus BC plus CD plus DE plus EF plus FG plus GH plus HI IJ plus JK. Okay, these all are the line segments. These lengths, if you are adding, then you will get your perimeter. Now, just write down the measurements. That is 4 centimeter plus 1 centimeter plus 2 centimeter plus 1 centimeter plus 1 centimeter plus 3 centimeter plus 6 centimeter plus 3 centimeter plus 3 centimeter plus 3 centimeter. See, just have a look. 6 centimeter plus 3 and another 3. Over. Now just write down how much they are summing up to. 4 plus 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 6, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20, 24, 25, 26, 27. So 27 centimeter is the sum of all the sides of this given rectilinear shape. This means this is the perimeter of the given shape. So whenever any such rectilinear shapes are given and you need to find the perimeter, this is the way how you have to find. Now, apart from this type of rectilinear shapes, there are few rectilinear shapes which are very known figures to us, such as square, rectangles, triangles and all. Isn't it? So now let us understand how to find the perimeter and area of square and rectangle. In today's class, I will only discuss few formulae which will help you to find the perimeter and area of the rectilinear shapes, whereas in the next class we will discuss about how to derive the formula and how can we frame the formula for this area and perimeter. So now let us understand how to find the area and perimeter for square and rectangles. Okay. So children, let us start with the area of rectangle. We know a rectangle has two different types of sides, that is a longer side and a shorter side, where the opposite side of the longer side is of same length as it is and the opposite side of the shorter side is also same as it is. Means both the lengths of the rectangle will have same measure, whereas both the lengths of the breadth will also have the same measurement, isn't it? Now, what is the formula for finding the area of a rectangle? The formula for finding the area of a rectangle is length multiplied by breadth. So here, suppose the length of the rectangle is 20 centimeter and breadth of the rectangle is 12 centimeter, then how will you find the area? Here the area of the rectangle will be 20 centimeter. Length multiplied by breadth, 20 centimeter multiplied by 12 centimeter. This will be equal to, first multiply the numerical part. And whenever you are doing multiplication of measurement of units, then remember, if in both the places you have units, then we have to multiply the units also. Like 20 multiplied by 12 you have to do first, and centimeter multiplied by centimeter. Whenever anything is repeatedly multiplied to rectangle. Okay. Next we will know how to find the area of a square. So the formula for area of a rectangle is this one. Always you have to remember this and you have to write down whenever you are going to find the area of any rectangle. You have to write this formula and then find out the area. Okay. So next we will go for area of a square. The next figure is a square. We all know what are the special features of a square. The property of a square is that the length of all the sides of a square are same. Now if you are going to find the area of the square and if you want to follow the same procedure that we have followed for rectangle, finding the area of a rectangle, here we found the area of a rectangle by multiplying the length and breadth. So here the length and breadth both are the same value. So in the place of length also you will get side and in the place of breadth also you will get the same side. So if suppose here the length of the each side of this particular square is 15 centimeter or 15 meters you take. So all length of all the sides will be 15 meters, isn't it? Now if you want to find the area of this, so what is the area formula? Area of a square is side into side, which can be written as side square. Okay, which can be written as side square, or you can represent it by small a. So a into a, it is a square. Area of a square is equal to a square. Now how will you find the area for this particular square? Here the length of the side is 15 meters and the other length of the side is also same 15 meters. So now 15 multiplied by 15 is 225 and meter multiplied by meter is meter square or 225 square meters. Understood? So this is the way how you will find. In the previous information I have given you the information about the units of area. The units of area is square units, isn't it? So this is the way how you get the square units as the units of area. So this is the way and this is the formula to find. This is the formula for area of a square and this is the way how you will find the area of a square. Now let us focus on finding the perimeter. Finding the perimeter of a square and a rectangle. Now let us see how to find the perimeter of a square and perimeter of a rectangle. In order to find the perimeter of a square, what is the basic formula you know? We know that any closed figure is there and we want to find its perimeter, means what we will do? We will simply find the total length of the boundary. Now here we know in a square the length of each side is a. Then perimeter, let us denote it by the capital letter P, or first let me write it as perimeter, then I will denote it by P. Okay, perimeter P is equal to sum of all sides, right? Sum of all sides. Here the measurement of sides are A and A. So how many A you got? 4 into A, or in general you can write it as 4 into side. So perimeter of a square is equal to 4 into side. Sometimes you may be asked to find the length of the side when the perimeter of a square is given, then what will you do? In that case, length of the side can be found by dividing the perimeter of the square by 4. So these are the two formulae. These are the two formulae that can be derived. These are the two formulae that can be derived from the formula of perimeter. Okay. Okay, let it be like this only. Next we have the perimeter of rectangle. We will follow the same here also. Here perimeter of rectangle will also be again found with the help of the common general formula, that is sum of all sides. Okay, so here sum of all sides The sum of length and breadth. Done. Understood? So this is how you can find the formula of a perimeter. Now, other than this, sometimes you may be asked to find the length when perimeter is given and breadth is given. Then what you will do? For this also I am finding the formula and giving you the formula for finding the breadth when perimeter and length is given to you. Then what you will do? Perimeter minus twice of length divided by 2 will give you the value of breadth when perimeter and length of a rectangle is given, and length can be found by subtracting twice of breadth and from the perimeter and dividing it by 2. So all these are very important formulae which are going to be very helpful for you in solving the warm-up exercise. Okay, so you have to note down each and everything that is solved here. Okay.